All right, Lime Green Nation, it's your boy, your fearless leader, Kevin, back with the fourth episode of the Limelight, the weekly version. A little different format this time. We're in studio with Jeremy, the co-host,
Hey, hey, hey.
and we got we got Collin on the horn, third baseman, former MVP, and now alternate captain.
Yes, sir.
There he is. Let's move this up a little closer so we can get him on there for sure. All right, so we had a game yesterday, gentlemen. How are you feeling? How are you guys feeling physically? Collin, how's your wrist?
My wrist is good. I woke up with a nice gnarly bruise on my finger, though, that I forgot I got hit in. So.
You got hit in the finger?
Yeah, there was a bad hop, and I tried to kind of glove it and barehanded at the same time.
Okay.
So that's a nice deep shade of maroon right now.
Jeez. The price you got to pay to be the alternate captain and third baseman in Lime Green. How about you, Jeremy? How you feeling?
Sore.
Sore? I thought you were a machine.
Hey, 50 years old, kicked in when I got off the field.
You are a temple of fitness.
Yeah, okay, yeah. That's what you see.
I feel great.
Yeah.
I don't know what you guys are talking about. I feel awesome.
Yeah, sure,
I feel
Kevin.
terrible as well.
Hey, Kevin would not, he wouldn't tell us. He wouldn't tell us.
No, you know what? Okay, I'll let you in on this little secret. Jeremy threw the ball to me yesterday playing catcher. And I got down on my knee type thing to try and take that lady out. As soon as I got down there, the muscle in my thigh or quadricep area tightened up real bad. I'm like, oh my God, this is awful. But I got to make this tag. And
that was a nice tag.
Thank you very much. I mean, it's me, so of course it's going to be a nice tag. I made it look great at the end there because I'm humble AF. Oh, hashtag humble AF. Excuse me.
What he's trying to say is JF threw him the ball.
Like shit, and I made it look good.
You saved him is basically what you're saying.
Yeah, I think this bacon.
He always saves me.
Right, but so yeah, my leg tightened up there, and I'm like, oh my God. And I couldn't even get up, but, you know, the show must go on. So, being the guy that I am, I got up and just continued playing catcher. Anyway, I'll tell you what, I liked yesterday's game. It was obviously better than last week's game.
Yeah, I think the run difference was like about half this time. So.
And it wasn't as bad as we think it is. Although, to be fair,
no.
Kathy knows that I don't keep score. Here's what happens. I keep track of our score because, you know, I'm on the sideline or whatever. During their offensive innings, you know, they score run here, run there. But, you know, if I'm playing catcher, I'm trying to see the play in front of me, so I can't keep track of who's scoring and who's not. So if Kathy would have asked me after we scored our seventh run and it was 7-6 us, I would have gladly given her an answer because I knew for a fact it was 7-6. But she asked me after they batted, I lost track of what they had.
Well,
in your defense, Kevin, there was a lot going on. We got new shirts. We only had 10. We had somebody running late. So
oh yeah,
I'm going to give you some credit here.
Well, thank you very much for that. No, we'll get to that new hotness in a few minutes. But you were saying something, Super?
You said something about a lot going on. Well, is that the reason why I sent Janet home?
I don't. We'll get to that later. That's towards the end there. But anyway, it's okay. I like the game. The first inning was great. We almost batted around. I mean, we scored four runs in the first inning.
Yeah.
Which already equaled our offensive output from last week. We were getting some solid hits, and that field can really work for you. That was dumb. You know, it's such a big, wide open field.
You really have. It's almost like playing chess. It's a mind game. You keep watching the same batter. College, you know, because you play next to me, but you keep watching the same batter come up, and almost they'll hit the ball almost in the same spot. So, and you know, when you caught that hot one, you knew that she was coming down to you. Even the way she was standing, she was coming down to you. Eventually, she was going to come down to you and try it because they've been trying you all game.
Right.
You know what I mean? I mean, I know a lot came to me, but they started trying to really work on you, thinking that you were probably asleep. But you knew it was coming down there. It was like two girls that kept coming down that end. And you knew eventually it was going to come to you.
Their girls could hit.
Oh, yeah. They did some hot ones. But No, you did all right. You did all right. Yeah, it's a big field. I
I
mean,
think why they started coming to me though. They realized quickly that I could snag the ball, but I had zero arm. I don't know what happened, but I could not throw to save my life.
yeah.
So
Well, see,
I
we
think they picked up on that fairly
well,
quickly.
see, we'll work on that, man. We'll work on that. That's probably the easy part. I mean, I guess the hardest part is feeling it, but the easy part is probably being accurate at throwing it. But like I was telling Kevin, we switch up on so many first bases that over the course of the years, it's kind of hard sometimes to adjust, and it's okay.
I was going to bring that up. We have different people playing first base all the time. You don't necessarily know where to throw it,
Right.
And I'd imagine next week will be a different. Like it might be Amanda. I don't know if her appendicitis is going to be okay by then. Maybe this girl Rachel we just picked up yesterday. Maybe she can play first base. I don't know, but until we have a more routine.
Yeah.
thing,
And that makes a difference. I mean, people think it doesn't. It makes a difference because everybody feel comfortable sometimes where you throw the ball. Some people move around awful lot. Some people just give you a target and say, hit this target or I'm not moving nowhere. Kyle,
Right,
you know what I'm
especially
talking
the
about.
first.
Yeah. And once you get that first one out the way, you feel a little confidence of the rest of them.
Yeah, because if you're not used to somebody at first, you don't know. It puts the pressure on you. You have to think about it more. If you know who's there and you know what they can do, you don't really have to think about the throw. You just you field it, you throw it.
Yeah.
If it's back and forth, you got to think about who's over there, how close do I have to get it,
Yeah.
how precise. It's a challenge, definitely.
Yeah.
So what I'm getting out of this is that I need to come out of retirement, just go play first base for you guys' sake.
What?
Yeah, pretty much.
I would say, let's put it like this. Bobby kind of gives us like game day warm-ups.
Yeah.
Look at Bobby's frame. He's linky. You know what I'm saying? So when me and Collin, we practice with him, we throw the ball over, we know that Bobby's gonna do the extra stuff, like you do the extra stuff. It's not gonna be a perfect throw. I mean, you may get lucky and do one, but usually it's only 60 feet down the. We timed that. If the guys can run and he hits the ball, you got split seconds to even position yourself to throw the ball. If you got an arm, you may
Especially
get
on field 6.
exactly.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Exactly. It's almost like you're playing almost the outfield when we're playing the infield.
No, I mean, believe me, I watch these games on my computer here, and I see these games on field 6, and I just know how hard it is to throw across. It is harder to throw across that diamond, even though the dimensions of the base paths are still the same. It just seems much harder to throw from field because you're playing much deeper sometimes. You always can't get an idea. Like you can't on field 1, you know where you're playing. On field 6, sometimes you get lost. You don't know where the hell you should be, how much further back you should be, closer. Who knows?
And I guess for me, well, I got to speak on both of us, Collin. Usually the angle that we're on, if we play back, we sometimes overthrow the ball. When we play up, sometimes we underthrow the ball.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It just, I'm not blaming on the fields because we got to get better, but I'm saying sometimes it depends a lot on who's playing first base. And for years, you got to admit it, Kevin, for years we've been playing with you.
I know.
So no matter how crappy we throw the ball, and Becky, so no matter how crappy we throw the ball, we knew that something good's going to come out of it. At least an effort of something good's come out. Am I right, Collin?
Absolutely, especially Kevin over there. He was, Gold Glover every season. On that one.
Yeah, we gave him some good video shots.
My head is getting bigger and bigger as we talk.
Yeah.
We don't need that. It's already.
Hey,
Yeah, I
Collin,
already wear the biggest hat they make.
Collin, just think about it. If we never threw the crappy ball to him, he would never be the MVP.
That is true.
Yeah.
That's a very good point.
Yeah.
So I need
We
you
are
guys.
Pretty much. He keeps forgetting about that part.
Oh, okay. So I think it was about 4-1 after 1. So defensively, we held them to just the one run in the first inning. We scored 4 runs. So I mean, the first couple innings were good because if they scored some runs, we got them right back, and then some. We kept getting, we're not. We weren't there all the way yesterday. Like we could have hit better towards the end, but Bobby popped out, and then Adam would pop out, or just.
I think when it gets to, and I've seen this a lot with us, when it gets to like we're down, everybody try to take the game and put it on their shoulders.
Yeah.
And do too much.
Bobby pointed that out yesterday. He said we might play much better with a lead than we're trying to come from behind.
Yeah. Yeah, because everybody's trying to do too much. I mean, everybody trying to hit a home run and try to make the spectacular play. And sometimes you be hurting the team more or less than really helping them. Just stay consistent. But we don't have consistent players that we play with every game, so that's a pretty big word.
Yeah, even our core 6 guys, there's always one guy missing. Like Brent was missing this week. Bobby will be missing next week. So we can't even get our core 6 guys
Right.
in there to play.
Yeah.
Collin's making an effort next Saturday. Tell us about your dilemma next week, Collin.
All right, so I have family coming into town. My mother's coming into town Friday and Saturday.
Mm-hmm.
So
So
Saturday plan was
where's she coming from?
South Carolina.
Oh, okay, see that's a big difference. I mean, big thing. Okay,
Yeah, I mean it's a trip.
right.
So Saturday we were all planned out: crabs, ribs, all sorts of stuff. Big old meal Saturday. But crabs, ribs, all that stuff. Not really good pregame meal. We kind of had to flip-flop the days and switch things all around. That's how dedicated I am to lime green.
That is dedication because I know that in this state, it's hard to pass up crabs and all that good stuff.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, and I mean, I pass it up on a daily basis. I'm the worst Marylander ever, but I can understand, the dedication that you put into there. We appreciate that.
Well, especially since Bobby, I think, is not going to be there. There's a couple people that aren't going to be there. So
I think Bobby said he has a bachelor party. He's going camping for a bachelor party. And
I'll be in Pittsburgh.
yeah, that's right. Yeah. I forgot that you told me you were going to be there.
oh, super! You're leaving me.
I'll be in
What am I
Pittsburgh.
going to do over there without you?
Hey, hold it down.
Yeah,
I'll
actually,
try
down.
my best.
geez, now I need to think about what I want to do because I said that. So it was me, Collin, Brent, Adam. I said Tim. Oh, and Matt.
Hey, Kyle, you should swing over to shortstop
Yeah,
I might.
I mean,
because there's a lot of tension coming to short.
now that I say it out loud, I guess that would be Brent and Matt in the outfield, like always.
Yeah.
Tim could pitch, or no, well, I don't know. I'll ask Tim what he wants to do because also Adam could pitch, and then one of the two has to play the other infield, like where,
Yeah.
and I'd still catch,
Yeah.
sadly. So okay, I just worked it out, saying it out loud. We're okay. To our 4 listeners, we'll be okay.
Yeah, we'll be
We have that
fine.
many?
4 listeners, and three
Yeah.
of them are talking during.
I was going to say, you are counting us, right?
Yeah. That's awful. All right, well, okay. Let's talk more about the game yesterday. Collin, what did you like?
We got better. I like that. I feel like we shook all the rust off last week. It was just rough because it was the first game. I feel like kind of people were all over the place.
I mean, there was still some rush yesterday, but yeah, it's definitely shaking off some.
Yeah. I mean, we made a vast improvement from last week. And I always have fun. This game was fun, even though we got beat again. I always have fun with you guys. Those shirts were fire.
Yeah, we'll talk about those shirts. Those shirts. I've been talking about getting new uniforms forever, it seems like. But, people don't always have extra money to shop. People have budgets and stuff. But it all came in. We had new females. We had
That was going to be my next good point about the game.
Yeah.
Our
So-
newest member, Rachel.
Yeah.
Well, we'll get to her in a second. But I was going to say, the time was finally right to get new uniforms. I'm glad it worked out because I think they look good. The digits.
Oh, they look great. They feel great.
Yeah, I'm
love
glad that you guys got those breathable material that I didn't get. I mean, it looks good on you guys. To me, those look better than mine. I don't like the way those things fit.
Yeah.
That's just my fault for being so goddamn fat. But
Big bone, Kevin.
yeah, if I lose a little bit of weight, then I'll get another one.
Hey, I feel your pain, Kevin.
Yeah.
Stop it, you guys.
The numbers.
Y'all making me feel uncomfortable.
The numbers could have been better, like as far as what I chose. But I chose those particular numbers because they're the exact same digits we used on the original lime green shirts. So when I saw them, they don't look like the lettering, but it ties in all the uniforms together because now you have the color of the shirt, the pink, and now we have the exact same digits we used to have back in the day. So it's just, for me personally, I wanted that all tied in together into one new uniform.
Right. I actually feel the same. I was thinking about this earlier. It's funny. I was looking at all the pictures because we are just divas and social media like royalty by this point.
Oh yeah.
But I love, I wasn't a fan of the numbers at first until I kind of realized, looked at the whole picture. And this jersey is like a perfect combination of what LG has been, what it is now, and what it will be. It's kind of ties everything together.
Yeah, exactly. And as a big jersey aficionado that I am, believe me, I know the numbers don't match the lettering well. But like I said, as a history of the team type thing, I wanted those particular digits in there just because just tied. So you have the history of all the uniforms. Even though we've had, it's only been 3 shirts plus a couple of dodgeball and everything. I just wanted them all to match into one uniform to go, to carry on. And I still can't find my damn black shirt.
Hey, and I don't know what happened to that.
I mean, either.
We did the video earlier, and I don't know what you did with it.
I think a fan ran off with it.
It's a possibility. That was possibility.
You're gonna see that on eBay
For a souvenir.
Now,
Oh, exactly.
Hundreds of dollars.
For me, with the uniforms, earlier part of lime green, I honestly believe that those uniforms were hideous.
Oh yeah, they're not good.
So this is a definitely upgrade of the 2000.
2017.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just saying it's an upgrade of the 2000 because now you into the neon and it yells out. It actually yells out. I mean, I look like a can of Sprite. I keep telling you guys that it yells out. So and plus it's comfortable.
Yeah.
And the sleeves will not come off.
The original ones are like a not that pasty, like some kind of like dull green. Maybe they may have just dulled over time.
Yeah.
The green on the black shirts, they could never get lime green paint to put the LG on there, so they just get as close as you can.
Yeah.
Those shirts yesterday that you guys wore, that material is lime green. Mr. Bob and I looked it up on their website. It says lime. They look better in person. That's a good color.
Yeah.
And to go with the neon pink, I think it looked.
Yeah.
I think we looked really good yesterday.
Yeah. Yeah. Look good.
Yeah. So, Collin, you bring in this girl
Yes.
Rachel out of nowhere. Fill in.
There's a funny story behind that actually.
Let's hear it.
I had never met her before yesterday.
Okay.
For those of you who are familiar with the Chive, the Chive Maryland chapter, they have their own Facebook page.
Okay.
And I threw a post up saying last week when we were last minute, I know this is last minute, but looking for a girl to play softball. And she answered. She actually wanted to come last week, but she couldn't make it. So, I'd only talked to this girl for like a week prior, just a handful of times. And yesterday was actually the first day that I met her as well. So we were all meeting her for the first time.
Right.
And she's a good player. And, I mean, she fits in perfectly. It's crazy. Like I was telling you earlier, I feel like she's played with us for like a season already.
Mm-hmm.
She fit in. She got along with everybody. Everybody was talking to her. She was talking to everybody else. So
Yeah, she was
really
great.
Amazingly random, but in an awesome way.
All right, I will add to that. One, I texted you earlier, or I sent you a message. Janet already knows her better than Collin does.
Yeah.
When
and I brought her to the team.
Yeah, Collin brought her to the team, but he had met her. When I tell you, Jeremy and listeners, that Janet, her role is to find out and become friends with everybody so that way she can get back to me. I texted her this morning about something. She sent me all her information. Like, she knew her life story already.
What, she's the lime green investigator?
Well, no, but Janet, makes friends with everybody so that way
Yeah.
I can find out what's going on.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh my God, Janet, she was here for 6 innings. How did you find this all
Well,
out already?
she learned about Lil Sarah too.
Well, yeah. Janet said that they walked down to the cars together so that Janet could talk to her so she could feel better. Because Janet knows what it's like to get on a team and be like the new person.
Yeah.
So she tries to open herself up to everybody else. That way they feel welcome.
Yeah.
And especially girl on girl, because sometimes
Yeah.
you feel better with a girl or whatever.
Yeah.
The other thing
and
is,
I'm glad Janet is so good at doing that because I was kind of nervous about that because once I get to the field, I kind of get in game mode.
yeah.
Kind of get my blinders on and in my pregame ritual and whatnot. And when I'm in the game, I'm really into it. So the blinders kind of go up. So I'm really glad we have somebody like Janet.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I mean, when I get there, I'm trying to make sure we have enough players. I got to talk to the other team to make sure that they have enough players. I got to talk to the umpire. And then, you get all that stuff before the game, and then once the game starts, make sure everyone's okay, make sure everyone's having a good time. Is anybody hurt? All that stuff. So, I don't really have time during the game. But when, I talk to Janet later on, either in the evening or the next morning, she just clues me in on what I missed, and then I get to the field like I actually know something.
Yeah.
So the other part of that is, I was talking with Bobby this morning, and actually first I was talking with the umpire because I've known him most of my life, and he goes, "Wow, you guys must have set a brand new record because you know how hard it is to find a ringer, because all these teams are always looking for a girl anyway. B, a ringer who can catch the ball because she made 2 good catches.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I know that it must be some kind of league record because she made 2, especially out in right field.
Yeah.
You always throw your girl out in right field.
Yeah.
She made 2 catches out there. It is a record. So when we were finishing the game, and I said, "Hey, would you be interested in joining the team?" And she said, "Yes." I swear to God, well, I shouldn't swear to God because I'm making fun of this. I think I thought she was an angel. I saw her halo go over her head, an angel wing spread out. I'm like, oh my God, a girl who can play and wants to be here?
Yeah.
That rarely ever happens.
She might be a unicorn.
Yeah, pretty much.
So,
and I kind of had a feeling she would join the team because, she was very upset she couldn't make it last week.
well,
I was like, well, do you want me to keep you in mind for future? I got yes in all caps.
Wow, okay.
20 S's. So I had a good feeling, but not that good a feeling. I didn't expect that.
yeah, I doubt she'll ever hear this because no one listens to this crap. But Rachel, thank you very much, and thank you for joining the team, and it gives us an extra. Now a 7th girl on the team, so hopefully, I've been saying this for the last 2 weeks because you can't foresee injuries, you can't foresee illness, and I'm not trying to talk bad about anybody. Cause I'm not. You can't help that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
But it just always seems like it's very hard to find women. Like if one of us got hurt, everybody knows 5 different guys who could play to fill in for any one of us. But it's the women that are hard to.
Now, will they be able to do what we do? Probably not, but they will fill in.
Wow, Jeremy, it's 2000,
But I got that from you, Kevin.
It's 2017. Why are you being
I got that from you.
You're being sexist.
I got that from you.
Wait, are you talking about the women or the men who?
I'm saying we when we find new players, we actually finding our replacements.
See, so that's on me then. I thought that he was talking about women in general, but he's talking about the men.
No, I'm talking about everybody on the team.
Well.
So who hold up, since we're on this, see, Kevin always go there with me on this, Collin. Who can play first base better than you?
There's nobody.
My point exactly.
Better
Next
than Kevin?
question. Say it again, Collin.
Better than Kevin? Nobody. Yeah.
No.
Okay, so moving right
Chris
along.
Davis couldn't play first better than Kevin.
I'm in
So we actually, I guess when we find new people, we're actually finding our replacements. It doesn't seem like it right now. But
I'm in so many Hall of Fames in my mind that it's ridiculous.
yeah.
All right, guys, I got to step out for a few minutes. Hopefully, I will be rejoining you soon.
All right, well we'll pause it here. We'll take a pause for the cause and check with our sponsors. And if you can call us back, call us. If not, we'll just let me know. We'll carry on without you.
We'll pay some bills we don't have.
Yep. All right, bud.
guys.
Just call Jeremy back if you can. Go. All right, we're back. We got Collin back on the line here. We paid our bills, took care of some sponsors, showing them that love, and so we're back. Anyway, I don't remember what the hell we were talking about. But what about,
I think
We were
the last
into,
thing I
new
remember
players.
leaving on was new players.
Yeah, new players.
Rachel, new players, our replacements.
Yeah.
yeah. Well, you know what? Okay. Speaking of new players, Kathy, not a new player. She played with us last year, but I already feel like she's integrated well. You know, like I said last week on the show, I'm trying to make an effort now to make sure I talk to everybody at least during the game and see what's what. She's like Janet's new best friend now because they're so similar. They have no filter. They say whatever. But here, I liked yesterday. I brought it up on the last show, and it got better this week. Jeremy making the play at shortstop. She's right there at second to cover, and she held onto the ball this time. It was an improvement on what I talked about last week. Your thoughts?
I mean,
You're there, so
that's almost like, and I like what she was doing, but for maybe 2 or 3 seasons, I've watched, and this is how me and Collin got so good. I watch what he do. I watch when he's going to cut in front of me, when he's not going to cut in front of me. I watch when he's going to go get after the ball, I watch all of that. I know where he's at 90% of the time. Mm-hmm. That's just getting a connection with someone. Now, she watched the last game. Mm-hmm. Kathy was the last game. She seen when the ball come to me, she know you needed to go. Yeah. That's what she did this game. So you'll learn from people. It takes a while. It does. It takes a while. But you learn. And she picked up from the last game, and she knew how it worked this game. So, I mean, I've been with, and I can only say this, I've been on that corner with Collin for so long, I know pretty much what he's doing.
Ooh,
you know what I mean?
That's on me. You guys talk to me into this.
So, what do you think? What do you think,
No,
Steve?
I'm back. It was just a telemarketer.
Just like you said earlier, consistency is key. And, you know, she had some errors. We had some bad throws last game, too. Yeah. But it's just, you know, getting used to playing next to each other, knowing, like, not even having to think, you know, is she going to be at the bag? Is he going to be at the bag?
Yeah.
Knowing they're going to be there, knowing, you know, I can throw it now, even if they're not there, if they're on the way to the bag. Just, you know, playing with each other. You pick up on, just like you said, you nailed it perfectly, tendencies and playing style and all that stuff.
Let me ask you this, Super. Is this a subconscious thing by you because of what I told you? Let Kathy play? Because I know you like to grab the ball and run over to second base to try and tag the base yourself, or do you just feel more comfortable now with her being over there?
Since the first game, you know, little mistakes, you learn from mistakes.
Yeah.
And if you notice what she put on Facebook, she said something about...
Oh, you're rubbing off on her?
Yeah. That's because we talk. Once again, it goes back, I always have to go back to Collin. That's how we got the way we are. We talk.
And you heard us all this past game.
That's right.
Talking. Plays at one, plays
we
at
consistently
two.
talk. He knows when to go up. He knows when to cut in front of me. I know when to cut in front of him. I know when to back him up. That we talk all the time. But that's us. We just trying to get that to second base. Well, playing second base because the ball comes to us. We're not always going to throw it to first base. The shortcut is always throwing it to, you know, second base.
Yeah.
You know, but having someone to be there. Do I think she got it? Yeah, she got the concept, and that's all. That's all we ask for. Have the concept because we try to make that spectacular play, that spectacular throw. Now we know, but now we know that we don't have to do it all.
Yeah,
you see what I mean? It's really not about making the backhand and got to throw halfway across the diamond to get someone out. When you could just do it simple and just throw it to second base. But you got to feel that. I guess how we feel. If we don't feel confident on you on second base and we're throwing you the ball, we're going to throw it across the diamond.
Kathy, if you ever listen to this, the point is you're doing a tremendous job
That's
over
right.
there. Because
Absolutely.
I think you told me that you played outfield. I'm talking to her like she's listening to this.
Yeah.
Kathy told me that she played outfield, I think, and I put her at second base like an idiot because I knew we had Janet and Allison out there. So you're doing a great job. Same way Amy learned. You know, Amy didn't play sports her entire life, learned on the fly. She went from suck to not so much suck.
Yeah.
She never reached superstar status. I know she wasn't this either.
If she knew where to go based off where the ball was hit, she got it.
Yeah.
That's all we ask for.
Right. If your instincts are good when the ball comes off the bat, that's all you.
If it comes to you or comes to someone else, if you're part of the play, if you have that, you got it.
And Thank God for her glove yesterday.
Well, yeah, I was going to throw that up too.
Yeah.
Now I really know she got it because she had
Oh.
enough. She had enough to put the glove up to her face.
Yeah.
Now, and the rest of the body, she
Yeah.
put up to her face, and garbage on her side.
God was definitely on her side on that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was terrifying for a second or two there.
Because I don't think we ever had any beeline injuries like that on Lime Green.
All right.
Not yet. I'm going to knock on my desk right now since you said that, though, Jeremy.
Well,
Especially after the shot I got yesterday. down
Kyle,
on the corner.
you know what? I always got your back, right?
the worst injury so far, I think,
So
is
that's why you're all right.
is Janet being pushed down or whatever, and the rock would hitting her knee with
Yeah.
surgery. All right, two separate questions for each of you. I'll start with you because you're here with me.
Yeah.
Did you use the force to will? And I know you don't watch Star Wars. To get that ball in your glove, because that ball should have never have been caught by you. You weren't high enough. It seemed like, and you can't see me because I'm making the hand signals. The ball's here, your glove's only here, and somehow the ball dipped down barely into your glove. What happened there?
The glove.
The-
Colin, I let you use my glove yesterday just to throw to Adam, right? You probably
Yeah.
can do a little insight on the glove. What my glove feel like to you?
Your glove is ginormous. I feel like I have like a giant wicker basket or something when I'm wearing that glove. That's how big it is.
Yeah. So with the length of my arm and how big the glove is, I said it's a chess game. Some of it is luck. It just looks good to you guys.
That ball had a magnet inside of it, and your glove had the other end of the magnet,
Yeah.
and it just came in because there's no way
Yeah.
in hell you should have caught that ball.
That's true.
And I was standing right next to Jeremy, and I'm amazed he caught it because, I saw it, and the timing of the jump. I thought Jeremy jumped way too early,
Yeah.
and it was still climbing. I said, he didn't, he jumped early. There's no way he's going to catch it. And you must have, levitated in the air
Yeah.
for a couple of seconds just so you could snow cone that ball. 'Cause I don't know how you stay in the air that long to be able to get to that ball.
And I don't see what you guys see
Well, you can't see
unless it's on video.
Yeah. Rachel's wings came over and touched you and elevated you and lifted you up.
I'm gonna tell you what it was. Normally, when Colin's having a good game, I'm having a bad game. Normally, tradition, am I right, Colin? If I'm
That's
having
right.
a good
We
game,
can never both be on at
there
the
you
same
go.
time. I don't know why.
There you go. And that is a true statement.
Yeah.
So whatever I do on shortstop, he's gonna take the credit for
I mean,
it.
I wouldn't know what that's like because I'm always on. But
Well, I'm just saying that's his two partners on the corner.
Hashtag humble AF.
That's two partners on the corner. So no matter how bad he played yesterday, he played good because he was right next to me, and it goes both ways. There's times where I have shitty games. Excuse the language, listeners. That he's having a good game, and I'm taking the credit off of that.
Two things.
Shoot,
We don't have listeners.
we do have listeners.
This is the three of us.
We do have listeners. We're going to have listeners.
Two, I don't think there's a language thing on this. Anyway,
Good.
Okay, so then Collin, has your body or mind or whatever caught up? Because you seem like time stopped for you when you had that laser hit at you.
Are you talking about the one Tommy, or when Tommy was running the third?
Time was running someone was running third base. Yeah. And I think time froze for everyone. I think everyone was just like, oh my God. And then you caught the ball and you're just like, oh wait, I gotta run towards the base.
Yeah, there was a glitch in the matrix there.
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
I like that. That's a good analogy. A glitch in the matrix. Well, now
But I'll tell you what, it got there so fast that I didn't know really what to do. I remember it was like slow motion. I remember looking at second, and I can't remember if Kathy was covering or not. I didn't see her.
Yeah.
So it was kind of like, I was going through my checkdowns. And that girl was fast that hit that ball.
Yeah.
So, I looked at second, I didn't see anybody. I looked at first, I saw that girl running. I said, you know what? There is no way, with my arm, the problems I had with my throws yesterday, there's no way I'm going to make it. Even if I'm spot on, that girl's probably too fast. I'm not going to make it. And I barely actually made it to third. I think Tommy I only beat him by like 1 or 2 steps.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I think his matrix, all the matrix, glitched out a little sooner than yours, and he realized that he had a chance to make it. Thank God that you.
Collin was a little, what's the word I can look for? Vertically challenged.
I don't know. There was something going on over there. I don't like.
Well, and the couple throwing errors I made, I think kind of got in my head a little bit. If I didn't have those errors, I think it would have been a bang bang play.
Yeah.
But I didn't have the confidence that I usually have, and that played a big part into it.
It's
Half of me was worried about, am I going to throw this away, or
It is amazing that we're having this conversation because, like, and I don't know, Kevin, you probably think the same way, but I only can talk about that third base shortstop side. We prefer a hot shot in our glove than something on the ground.
Yeah.
And the reason why, because what's on the ground. When we go out, we always check the ground, see the rocks, see how ditches, whatever. Because even though they have changed, I guess, the material of the balls and changed the bats to keep the speed from coming out, well, those guys were cracking that shit yesterday. I mean,
they were.
It was almost like we was using the old balls and the old bats.
Right.
But I guess we got out here now that we prefer a hot shot than something on the ground. Because something on the ground, you don't know what you're going to get.
I've always said, just to piggyback on Jeremy, I prefer those shots because I don't have time to think. I always say, every game, I make the easy plays look hard, and I make the hard plays look easy.
Right.
And that's because I don't have time to think. If I think, sometimes that's my worst enemy.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, okay. Let's delve in a little bit to the negative because of what you just said. Here's our biggest problem in all 14 years, because it's not just like yesterday or whatever. We could have two incredibly hard plays for outs 1 and 2, and then something easy happens where it should be out 3, and it doesn't happen, and then it just prolongs.
Is that one of those? Is that this kind of statement, Kevin? It only takes you to make one error, and it will just ruin the game.
Not just the game.
You could blow the game on one mistake.
You can, because again, I try and talk to everybody either right after the game or the next morning or whatever. And Bobby and I were talking this morning, and it's just like we could have won that game yesterday. It wasn't like it was within the realm of not winning that game. We could have won that game.
Right.
But just little errors here, and no one is ever going to be mad at the errors because it's co-ed softball. It's not a big deal. Mm-hmm. But that's just the way it is. Like you get outs 1 and 2, super hard plays, and then like a little dribbler to first. Yeah. It's happened to me. Okay, as awesome as I talk about myself, there's been 1 or 2 times where I may have been at first base playing a little deep or something, and it's an easy play, and oops, there it goes. So it's on me too.
I would say this. Just by watching everybody play. When you make a mistake or you kind of off track that particular day, go to somebody. And Collin, I seen Bobby come over and talk to you yesterday. And I don't know what the conversation was about, but go to somebody and say, hey, look, what do you see? Because we always see something different. What do you see that will help me be successful? Like that day, Bobby screened and said, Jeremy, you're supposed to go to second base. Yeah. I went over to him, and that was the passion of him yelling. Because it's supposed to happen. Yeah. So because we play together so much, that's like he's thinking that's an automatic. That's what you're supposed to do. Mm-hmm. So what builds you and break that old negative stuff to get out of your head is when Bobby came over to talk to you. That's before that hot shot came in, wasn't it, Collin?
Yeah, we were actually discussing. Adam joked about coming out of the outfield.
Okay.
That inning.
Yeah.
And I think Bobby was like, "Are you guys switched? Are you okay? Is everything So he came over to make sure we were all good.
Yeah.
And then we actually did end up switching next inning.
Yeah.
Let me reassure our 4 listeners about this. Bobby is passionate during the game.
Yeah.
Like he may seem angry. He's like, "Oh, what are you doing this or whatever."
Yeah.
He's passionate.
Yeah.
But he's never going to be mad at somebody because again, it's just co-ed softball. It's all good. But you're right. If you're not feeling it, if you feel like you made a mistake, talk to somebody. Let's, we all care for each other. Let's talk to each other and build everybody up.
Yeah.
I know. Brent, sometimes Brent gets on everybody's nerves and he gets on everybody's case. Sometimes
you gotta learn to block that out.
Yeah, you gotta block out what he
last game, no matter how frustrated he was, he still looked at me. And most of you guys don't hear it, but he'll throw me the ball and say, "I got you."
Yeah, yeah. No.
So it's there. He just has his subtle, quiet way of doing it.
Yeah.
And keep in mind, everybody has a certain type of competition in them, certain type of passion in them. It's not going to be the same way. But I guess in the long run, you have to find someone and say, "Hey, look," or someone's going to pull you up and say, "Hey." Like, I don't even go to Collin anymore because I got his back.
Right.
I don't have to go over and say, "Hey, man, you're going to be all right, da-da-da-da-da." It's like a short memory, and we move on to the next play. But that's
right.
Like
We don't even have to talk half the time.
Right.
We just kind of give each other nods.
Yeah.
Here's my just to finish up on Brent. Here's my theory on Brent. Brent and Bobby have this weird dynamic, and Brent likes to just rip on every little thing Bobby does. If Bobby makes the slightest mistake, you'll hear Brent's big mouth in the outfield. But I think Brent thinks he can be like that with everybody.
Yeah.
I could take it because I know I'm awesome. But maybe some like Janet can take it too because Janet can dish it out as much as she take it from him. But I don't think Adam understood or couldn't take it as well as we could because maybe he was frustrated with the game he was having last week and Brent can rub people the wrong way very easily. But Brent can also be supportive. Like you just said, he has your back.
Yep.
I talked to Brent personally, and I know that he likes being on lime green and everything. So it's just the way he is. You just have to learn how to take the good with the bad, I guess. Because losing sucks, and he takes losing very hard. If we were winning that game last week, he'd be high fives, rainbows, puppy dogs, all that kind of stuff. So it's just you got to take the good with the bad with Brent, and that's what I feel about that.
Yeah. I mean, a spin off of that, Brent is Brent. Brent is Brent. Everybody has a different personality. Everybody, you just have to find a way to, make it work. That's like any team. You're not going to get the same personality from everybody on the team. Some people have a good day, some people have bad days. You don't know where they came from before they came to the field. So I mean, it works out. So what do you think, Collin?
I agree.
Kevin had to take another call, so I didn't want to pause for the call.
Yeah.
But.
I think if you have everybody on the team with the same personality, I think that kind of can be a detriment. Actually, you don't get that different dynamic, that different perspective. You might have the most chillest team ever, but I mean it's not gonna be as fun.
Yeah,
I think because variety, spice of life.
And we have to keep in mind this, and this is probably summing this whole thing up about things that we're going through as far as a team. If you look at 90% of the teams that we play, their players every single year are consistent.
Yeah, they are.
Would you agree, Kevin? You've been around the league longer than we have. Every single team we play on, you can look, and if we knew them by names or numbers, we probably could say their whole number 10 is there. The same people. They probably get maybe one or two that's different, but they are always consistent. We don't always have that. So to our defense, we may not get there.
No, we have our core group though. Every
That's
team,
bits and pieces. Okay, I'm talking about the entire the infield.
No.
Some teams got a consistent infield. They don't change unless they bounce people around in different positions.
But they might have different outfield. Not every team has the same 10 players. I can assure you that.
It doesn't look like they changed anything. Not the way they play. Not the way they play. Now they probably do, but the way they play, they know where they're throwing the ball. They know who they're throwing the ball to. You see what I mean?
Well,
and they back each other up.
Yeah.
Type deal. The infield. If we had a consistent infield, we'd be unstoppable. We would be. Outfield, I can't. What do you say, Collin?
I was going to say, in our defense, though, teams like that are kind of like the exception to the rule.
Right.
We just play in a league that happens to have all those exceptions in one league. Most leagues, it's like that. You don't have. I mean, they're fairly consistent because I've played for a lot of other teams. But you still have the same things we have.
Yeah.
I think this league is just kind of like an anomaly of teams that have just known each other and they're there, and it's just very stable.
Yeah.
I think playing all 14 years here and 2 more, I think a lot of these teams do have turnover. I think that there's like 6 or 7 people like we have, the same people every year, and they have that because I know for a fact that a lot of them have a hard time finding girls. Royal Blue, they're full of crap too. Tommy, if you listen to this thing, you're full of crap. Because last week you were looking for girls, you put on your Facebook, oh, I need women, and all this, and then you find like 4 of the most dynamic, hitting women and fielding women on your team to play against us. You're full of crap, man.
Yeah.
Because they were good. You had a good set of girls yesterday.
They did.
This, don't worry.
Yeah.
But no, I know for a fact that a lot of teams have a hard time finding women. So I know the turnover there. I was talking with the umpire yesterday, and the Navy team, who was the team that I have a lot of friends over there because their son and I grew up playing together. He was telling me that a lot of their older players have now moved on to retirement or whatever, and now it's a bunch of young people. Like it's the family's children who are now of adult age, and their boyfriends and girlfriends playing now.
Yeah.
And I'm like, well, first of all, how the hell old am I that they have girlfriends and boyfriends now? That kind of stuff.
Yeah.
But that just sucks, and that's going to happen to us over time.
It is.
No, screw that. I'll never retire.
Well, I'm not going to retire until Kevin retires.
How about you, Collin?
Yeah.
When can you say retire?
Somebody I always, come in the next day, or before the game, past 2 weeks, it's been hot. Like, oh, we got to go play in the heat. And I'm, just complaining the whole time. When I get there, I'm psyched. But before, especially when it's hot, and the next day, I'm all, I'm sore, I can barely move. Where's my leave? All that stuff. Yeah. And it's the one guy always says, you need to retire. I said, don't bring up the R word. Because retirement is not in my vocabulary. I don't even like to say that word. Yeah, I call it the R word. So that tells you how I feel.
There you go. I like that.
I think for me, when it stopped being fun, I'll stop doing it.
Yeah, and that's the point. We need to keep it fun. That's why we're doing this.
Yeah.
There's no other team that does this because it's fun to us.
Yeah.
The softball is so secondary.
Yeah. When it stopped being fun, then I'll probably stop. But I kind of like it. I enjoy being the only black guy on the team. Can't take that from me. So.
But that means, what if Ken Griffey Jr. Moved to Pasadena? I was like, man, I'm looking for a softball team. Sorry, Ken Griffey Jr., I can't recruit you because my black guy likes being the only black guy on the team.
Hey, we met our quota. Our quota's
that's
full.
the coach's call there, Collin. I ain't got nothing to do with that. I'm a player.
I will cut your head.
Go for it.
And I'll make him the only black guy on my
But
team.
hey, he's an outfielder.
Oh, that's true. That's true.
Yeah, don't count.
But he has such a gorgeous swing, though.
Yeah, he has sweet swing.
I think that's a good way to end the show this week. Collin, I want to thank you so much for finding time at work to join us.
Oh, no problem. I'm glad I could finally get on the program. I know we've tried a couple times, and things always just kind of got in the way. Life got hectic, so I'm glad to be here.
We'll try to get you in studio so we can do one of those, your life story kind of deals. I remember we had the original, video version, but there's been so much more since then.
There has.
We were a lot younger then.
It was 5 years ago.
We were a lot younger then.
I've never been young. I've always been old.
I said we, meaning me and Collin.
Jeremy, you ain't old. I don't know what you're talking about. You might outlive all of us.
Tell my body that this morning.
No, you know what? The other day, I had lunch with, shoot, I just ruined the joke. It wasn't Dean Martin. Who was the guy in the chair in the barbershop?
You talking about
Frank Sinatra. Yeah, there you go. Back to the joke.
Yeah.
Frank Sinatra came in here the other day. I said, Frank, between me and you, how old is Jeremy? He says, Jeremy's 137 years old. 137 years old.
Put.
Man, you would never meet no Frank Sinatra.
That's right.
And Jeremy's going to be like the people in the Bible. They're like 700 years old. And they're just hitting their stride.
He's a temple of fitness.
Like I enjoy what I do. Like being around you guys.
We keep him young.
That's true.
So it's really us. So we'll take the credit for that one.
It is. It is. Yep, it is. It shows you when you turn 50, it doesn't mean anything. You still can do it.
Yeah, because you're 50. I'm 35, and I feel old as crap. and I hear from Collin and from Bobby, oh, I'm turning 30. I feel so old.
And I'm only 31, and I feel like
Wow. Wow.
Unbelievable. And well, you said you're sore.
Yeah. Oh yeah. All that moving around I was doing yesterday. It's like I was the only person moving around yesterday.
Yeah, you earned a Gold Glove yesterday. You were a superstar. You lived up to that name.
I was in the zone, Collin. I was in the zone.
A Gold Glove, not a gold arm.
Hey,
Well, that was me. I had the Gold Glove. I didn't have the gold arm.
I only made one bad throw. Don't even try it.
Yeah, you're thinking of me, Kevin. I had the Gold Glove. And that's just a non-existent arm. That was me. Jeremy was just top notch.
But we lost. So that means absolutely what? Nothing.
Hey, it means we had fun. That's what it means.
Yeah.
Like I told him, I told Jeremy yesterday and today, any day you can play softball is a good day because it means we had a team together and it didn't rain.
Yep.
So, all right, Collin, thanks a lot, buddy. We're gonna have Rush play us out here, and
always have good games, Collin, when I'm on the corner with you.
Always.
Always.
So for Collin, for the Super One, and for me, Kevin, your fearless leader, the best player on our team, all those positive things, we out.
Peace.
Thank you.
He actually hung up.